Welcome to the MapSuite Web API printing learning sample. In this learning sample, we're going to show you how you can use the different APIs in MapSuite to build your own printing system. Here we've built up a web demonstration with the Web API edition. It shows how you can turn on and on different print layers, export to PDFs, printers, and handle the zooming and panning on the map. So before we look at the code, let's just give you a quick overview of this application. So here on the left are a few of the different controls that you might want to use when you're going to print them, such as labels, and you can click on these and turn them both off and on. So you can see here I clicked and we have a little label or notes section. You can also add an image print layer, which is great for logos or fancy north arrows, scale lines or scale bars, and then data grids. And you can add your own print layers here if you need something special for your printing system. The API is extensible and allows you to extend from our basic print layer. As you can see, this sample is like a print preview page. So what you would typically see in a desktop application, we've kind of ported over here to a web application. You can set different page sizes, so that way the map control knows what you're targeting and can get the best resolution of map for that size of page. Control your orientations, and then export them to bitmaps, PDFs, or to the printer. It's kind of a little bit different how we do the printing here, so we use actually the map controller, in this case leaflet, to allow you to zoom, allow the user to handle this one. But we also can allow the zooming in and zooming out of the map within the printout as well if you'd want to support that type of functionality in your application. So that's something you may not see in a traditional print system when you don't have a map, but you can give your users a little bit extra control there. So with that, let's take a look at the code and some of the APIs of how you can set this up. To get to your code, you'll want to bring up ThinkGeo's Product Center, and here we're in the Web API edition, and under Code Samples, you can go to the second page or just do a search for printing and launch sample, and that'll launch this exact sample here in Visual Studio with source code for both Leaflet and OpenLayers and the Web API edition. Now, if we take a look at the source code, you'll see there's two different projects. Again, one for Leaflet and OpenLayers, and the code's virtually the same on the server side. The client side's only different to work with the different JavaScript mapping libraries. So let's take a look at the Leaflet one. I'm really not going to spend much time on the client-side code because really it's just your standard JavaScript switching, switching the buttons to turn off and on different print layers and handling the requests to the server, making those REST API calls that you've seen in many of the other Web API samples. All of the things I wanted to focus on are going to be here in the controllers folder under the printing controller. And you can see here we've built a couple different REST APIs. One where we just prepare the print preview, and we have an access ID. That way it'll handle the state per user. So that's just kind of your default implementation of how you would want the the print preview to load would be the example of that. That's just an HTTP GET request. Here we're doing the load printer overlay, so that's what's going to get called anytime we switch something and do updates. And this is updating other information such as the page size and things of that nature. And finally, the export, where we actually take what the user has done and export that out to the the PDF, the printer, or a bitmap. So those are the high-level APIs that we've built, or REST services, I should say. Here is where you'll want to look at the different actual printing APIs within MapSuite. This get print overlay. These are all classes like the page print layers. That's kind of the blank canvas, as you would say, for your printout, and you can allow your users to add anything they want here. So this is where we check to see if they've added a scale bar. We're going to create a scale bar print layer, image print layer, scale line print layer, etc. So for each of the objects, they're all inheriting from print layer, and they can be added to the printout very effectively. And again, print layer can be inherited from, so you can build your own special print layers if you if you so need for your application. This is meant to be a sample to kind of get you started, show what's capable, and allow you to customize your printing needs for whatever you want. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to ask. We've got a very active discussion forum out there. We can ask technical questions, and we do our best to get you good results as quickly as you can. Hope this video has been helpful, and please let us know what you think. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.